the tranquil setting of this 19th century country mansion, less than 20 miles from the heart of London, a team of BBC engineers have been helping to plan what can best be described as a revolution. A revolution, that is, in communication, and one that will reach straight into the home through that familiar piece of furniture, the television set. What's involved is a program system of an entirely new kind, for this one has been designed quite deliberately to put the ultimate power into the hands of every individual member of the viewing audience. The power, that is, to choose not just which part of the program you want to watch, but also when. And it's all done at the touch of a button. CFAX, a name manufactured from Seeing Facts, and although the word is as yet unlikely to be a familiar one to the casual window shopper, there isn't much doubt about the interest aroused whenever the 2-year experimental service operated by the BBC has been on public view. Up until now, though, television sets able to receive the new service have been measured in tens rather than hundreds.
This will be changing all the time, as the financial...
Right.
The index is changing.
If the index changes, it can be updated more or less instantly.
Okay.
There have been regular 7-days-a-week transmissions since September 1974, just 1 week after the government sanctioned a full-scale experiment and less than 2 years after CFAX was first announced. And so, the corporation's national television headquarters in West London has become the home also of push-button instant information. In a specially built newsroom on the 7th floor, an embryonic CFAX editorial unit has taken shape under the guidance of a journalist editor, Colin McIntyre. Alongside him, a group of pioneers have started to turn this fledgling into a new form of journalism, which, for all its reliance on electronics and computer technology, takes its base from the old-fashioned written word. Comparison with print doesn't end there. CFAX sub-editor Ian Morton-Smith.
Like any news service, CFAX depends largely for its output on news agencies. Here we have a teleprinter from the Press Association, and here we have the BBC's own news service, General News Service at Broadcasting House. The sub-editor, when he wanted to get some news, would tear off the paper and then walk over to the visual display unit, which is simply a television monitor linked electronically to a typewriter keyboard, and then onto the computer. And what I'm going to do now is to update the news headlines. So first of all, I have to ask the computer to display the news headlines page. This part at the top here is in fact graphics, which is not displayed on this particular monitor, but it doesn't actually interfere with what I'm going to do. Having done that, I sort out the headline that I'm going to alter. This one is in fact about a fire in Hampshire where hundreds of firemen and soldiers are fighting a blaze that covers 2 square miles of heathland. So first of all, I'm going to change the time, and then I go down and overtype this particular headline. Then I pick out a particular word which is of interest and put it in colour, just to give it a little bit of interest. And then when I've done that, I check through it to make sure I haven't made any mistakes and press the transmit button to tell the computer that the page is now ready to go back into the magazine. And this is what the headlines page looks like on an ordinary domestic television receiver. You can see here that what the graphics look like. Up at the top here we have the page number. This rolling number here is the page which is going through the magazine at any one given moment. And here we have the date and an electronically controlled clock, which is from the computer. If we select page 101, we get to the CFAX index. You can see here we have headlines on page 102, home news on 103, sport, racing, the Financial Times index. And over here we have sub-indices for all the other types of information that CFAX has to offer. The present output of CFAX is roughly 50 pages, but we have the facility to go up as high as 100 pages. That 100 pages constitutes what we call a magazine, and we could put out one magazine on BBC One and a totally different magazine on BBC Two. A good example of a CFAX information page is the air travel news on page 113. Again, we have the slight pause for access time while this running number reaches 113. When that number corresponds with that, the page will appear like that. This is what we call a cycling B page, and here we have 4 sub-pages which appear on a set time scale. These times are preset by the visual display unit operator through the computer. Another example of a CFAX page is page 115, which is the weather map. And here we can draw a map of Great Britain using our graphics facility. It should be coming up just about now. Here we use different colours for different weather conditions, so you can see at a glance the weather conditions in your area. Another type of CFAX page is the news flash. We can superimpose important information over the top of a picture, like this. This little box here is constructed on the visual display unit, and then we just type the information into the box and send it out on network. The viewer at home would be able to program his set so that these sorts of news flashes came up automatically, and then when he'd seen them, he just presses the button on this control unit to get it to vanish. A similar sort of page to that is the subtitle page, which again is constructed in the little box at the bottom of the screen, like that. These sort of pages could be used for subtitling for deaf people, or indeed in foreign languages. CFAX can use up to 6 colours plus white, and also we have a flashing facility, like that. The graphic designs which you've seen so far are made up with shapes like this on a special visual display unit, and all these shapes correspond to letters and to numbers. The graphics, which I told you about just now, can be made up using this special black and white graphic visual display unit, and simply by typing letters which correspond to graphic shapes, we can build up pictures and words like this. And when I got the design finished completely, I just press a button and punch a tape, which would then be fed into the computer, like that.
CFAX and Oracle, sometimes referred to by the generic term of teletext, have come a long way in a short time, especially since the manufacturing and broadcasting sides agreed on a common specification so that it's possible to receive both services on the same television set. But even in what's regarded still as being a very early stage in its development, it's quite clear that teletext won't be regarded as having arrived until domestic situations like these are happening en masse. By the time that does happen, the decoder should be hidden inside and not added on to the box in the corner. And it'll be possible to flick out of ordinary television programs through individual CFAX pages and then back again without trailing any flexes and also without getting out of your own comfortable armchair. But undoubtedly, the ultimate success of CFAX probably depends on one thing, apart that is from the obvious matter of economics, and that's content appeal. Will news headlines, business information, consumer matters, travel, sports results and the weather remain as the basic staple diet of the 100-page magazines of the future? Or will CFAX also provide, shall we say, company accounts, condensed books, plays, television programs and so on? Could CFAX also forge tremendous links between minority groups such as the deaf and cooperate in educational facilities like the Open University? And what about a Eurofax, especially as the United Kingdom standard has already proved itself potentially exportable? But then, going to the other extreme, there's the question of miniature CFAX operations by feeding in groups of pages of a purely local interest. That would open up all sorts of possibilities, like providing information on suburban train timetables, and even what was showing at the local cinema. But really, all that is just the beginning. Chess, bridge, crossword puzzles, and many other games appear to lend themselves to the format of the television screen. And looking even further ahead, there's the really exciting possibility of using a domestic television receiver as a home computer terminal. In fact, one day, using yet another piece of home equipment, the telephone, it's quite likely that I shall be able to dial my local bank and ask for a private, televised view of my financial position. Far-fetched? Well, hardly.
Sun is back at the snooker at 11:25 tonight. And the whole of this evening's programmes on BBC One look like this. Mike Smith presents the latest sounds that are currently top of the pops at 7 o'clock, and we drop in on the residents of Albert Square for EastEnders at 7:30. Among the technological advances explored by Tomorrow's World at 8 o'clock is a new design for an emergency life raft and a very flexible new laser. David Coleman provides a question of sport at 8:30, and following the news, there's a new series starting at 9:30, the Carla Lane comedy Bread, where we meet the Boswell family from Liverpool, united in their efforts to survive the difficult times of unemployment. Question Time with Sir Robin Day comes from Aberdeen at 10:25, and we end the evening with that visit to Sheffield for World Snooker starting at 11:25. And the time, just after 2 minutes past 3, and until the regional news at 3:52, followed by Children's BBC at 3:55, we return now to a selection of pages from CFAX.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to the Castle of Confusion. I'm BadSpaceKing here to guide, well, myself on a journey through Castle Nightmare. Now, I hope the previous broadcast gave you ample ideas of what the hell I'm doing. So we have here a selection of teletext games of Nightmare. These existed briefly for a bit. Anyway, so now the thing is, sorry, that I do have Ooh Nasty as one of my redeems, but it's disabled at the moment because I'm still injured, so I can't do the Wheel of Suffering right now. So we're here, and this is here. Now, how is this here? You would imagine. How does this exist? Because teletext was on a broadcast, and then it was gone. Well, turns out a lovely person has created. So all the teletext data is in the analog signal sent out at the time. Now, turns out that complete signal is duplicated when you record that television on VHS. So, what you can do if you have the right interpretive software and the right equipment, you can read the VHS recording of television of that time and extract the teletext data, and then you can recompile it. And here you are. Here we are with playable games from teletext today now that I'm going to play now. It's here. I've got 4 Nightmare games ready to go. I have no idea how long they are. I don't know what's contained in them. The only reason I became aware of this is I saw someone else playing one of them, and their video was about half an hour. So I think these 4 will probably take about 2 hours. No, these aren't actually the official Nightmare video games either, but these are official. These are official games. So, as it says, Bambo and the crew are taking a break. Bamboozle will be back in September. Until they return, here is an adventure game for you to play if you dare. Now, you see down here we have the 4. We have 4 words in different colours: Nightmare, Digitizer, Chess, and Bridge. All television, all TV remotes at the time when teletext was well into being a thing had buttons that were just those colours, and they were used to control teletext in that way. So I would need to press red to enter the Nightmare game, green if I wanted to go and visit the Digitizer Video Games Magazine page, which was fucking wonderful, and exists again thanks to the original people behind it resurrecting it as a YouTube series. And you know, chess and bridge, which you could play, I guess. But no, we're gonna play Nightmare. So let me just get some suitable additional background. There we go. And let's play. Yeah, I'm not doing it with a remote, I'm doing it with a mouse. Because this is working in browser. Alright, so I should also explain Bamboozle, because this is what this was replacing. Bamboozle was a trivia game that was playable on teletext. And if any of you have me on Discord, you'll know the icon I use there is Bamboozler, host of Bamboozle. One of these days, I'm gonna make Bamboozle and play it here with people. One day. It'll take a lot of our assets, but I can do it. I wanna do it. But that's not today. Today we're playing Eagle Quest. This is an adventure game using the fast text color buttons on certain televisions. Once you begin your adventure, you will undertake a fantastic journey. Mistakes may force you to retrace your steps. Only perseverance, wit, and courage will take you to the end of the nightmare trail. Let's get going. Don't want to do Mensa or chess or bridge. Welcome to Castle Nightmare, traveler. I, treguard, am master of this dungeon, keeper of the quest. I will help you as I can. You will hear my voice at time of need, but only your bravery will conquer the challenges of this dreaded place. Hold to the adventurer's code. Answer truthfully. Avoid weaponry which may be turned against you. Take the right path. Whenever you can, attack only to defend. And remember, cheat do not prosper. I mean, I suppose I could do that. It's doable. I don't have any emote slots, Pank. There's none. I've none left. They're all gone. Now is the time to decide your quest. Each searcher for truth and glory must dedicate themselves to recovery of an object blessed with the power of an earlier age. Do you seek the cup, the sword, the shield, or do you seek the glory of the crown? Choose wisely. People use Bill in jail. It's one of the more used ones I have. Okay. What shall we go for? What shall we go for? What do we want? Well, I'm the BadSpaceKing. I have to click the crown, don't I? The crown. So, you seek the power of the crown. May your journey gift you with the power to rule wisely. Wisdom should be your watchword. Should you succeed, that is. Enough. Now is the time to begin your travels. You exit the gates of Castle Nightmare. Do you take the high path and the mountain pass to the heights of Skycrag, or do you take the low way and brave the mines of Blackstone? I think I should take the high road. Get to be closer to space. Your path narrows, climbing a high and winding mountain trail. You gasp for breath as you ascend, until it seems the entire world lies at your feet. As you pause to recover, the silence is rent by the sound of powerfully beating wings. Take care, traveler! I am Rockwind, Eagle Guardian of the High Path. Only the wise may proceed. Answer this question. My distant cousin, the kiwi bird, inhabits which foreign land? Tasmania, Australia, Peru, or New Zealand? Well, it's New Zealand, but should I answer wrong on purpose? The answer is yes, I should answer wrong on purpose. Let's say it's Peru. You have been found wanting. This time your quest may not succeed, but take courage. You have journeyed far and attempted that which many only dream. Next time you will set foot beyond the walls of Castle Nightmare. Who knows where your path may lead? I restart. Go to the crown, go high. It's New Zealand. The bird seems friendly, says treguard. You have answered correctly. You may ask of it a gift. You do so. Rawkwind croaks. Take this magic egg. The spell of warmth will give it life. You will need a code to activate the spell and egg. Half the code is fire. When you have both spell and egg, they may save you. Hurry now, the path leads down and onwards. Warmth can be found only underground. What do you think the sun is? Oh well, whatever. You descend to the wooded valley where the trail splits. One path leads underground, the other follows a babbling stream. Where now? Well, let's see. I have a weird egg and I need warmth. So, I want to give the egg life. I should go underground, I think. Your path enters a cold and gaping cave. As you stoop to pass a low rock, you feel a breath of heat. A fiery voice commands you. Hold, I am Broadhorf, mother of all dragons. None survive the chill of these caverns without my help. Answer my question and I will give you the spell of warmth. Carry it and you will feel no cold. Cast it and salvation may be yours. In what depths did Kubla Khan his pleasure dome decree? Well, I know the answer to this. It's Xanadu. But, I feel that if I get it wrong, I'll just die. So... But will I? Will I just die? Uzi, you want to seduce the MILF of all dragons. Good luck. Yeah, I'll die. Let's say it's Sargasso. I'm dead. Yeah, okay. Crown, high, New Zealand, underground. Xanadu. You answer well, snorts Brouthoff. The spell of warmth is yours. Later on your journey, it may save you again, but not unless you also carry Rawkwind's magic egg. Rawkwind is a creature of the mountain crags. You will need her code to activate both spell and egg. Half the code is bird. Now be gone! Warmed by the spell, you pass on till the way emerges upon a wooded valley and splits in two. One path climbs the mountain, and the other follows a babbling stream. Where now? I mean, I've been up the mountain. So do I go up the mountain again? Yes. It asks me the same thing. Okay, we've got both. We've got both things. I got the egg again. I have 2 egg. To the stream. The valley path follows the stream for many miles. You walk on, hunger beginning to overtake you. Eventually, the path opens upon a woodland glade. There is a table laid with food. You eat your fill, then notice 4 other objects. If you hold the egg, you may take only one more If you hold the egg, you may only take one more object. The truth of treguard whispers. The voice of treguard whispers in your ear. Which shall it be? A crossbow, a catapult, a sling, or the key? Like... So I have an egg. I get one thing. Do I catapult the egg? Do I throw the catapult? Do I chuck the egg at someone? Yes. With your chosen object in your satchel, you continue on your way. The woodland path leads by an old, gnarled oak tree. As you pass by, the crumbling bark assumes the outline of a face. Leaf and stone, a voice issues from the wood. Who dares disturb my sleep? This is Oakley, whispers treguard in your ear. He is neither friend nor foe, but he may help.
You earned a platinum medal.
Help I will, if you solve this riddle, says Oakley. The cricket lives in the grass, but what wood is fit for a bat? Elm, willow, ash, or beech? Okay, this I immediately don't know about. Oh, right, yes, I see. Thanks, Panda. I get it. I understand now. I still don't know what wood cricket bats are made from, but I understand now what the question's supposed to be. Well, if I get this wrong, we're going back to the start. So yeah. Fair enough, Panda. That makes sense. You don't know your woods, do you? Says Oakley. No matter, humans live or die, succeed or fail. It makes no difference to the woodland folk. Be on your way. I must sleep now. You resume your journey. You glimpse a tiny cottage through the trees, but as you head towards it, you hear ponderous footsteps dogging your trail. You glance behind and see a fearsome metal monster in pursuit. It is the automaton. Do you have a weapon? Can you defend yourself? Or must you attempt to run for shelter? I don't think using a sling will help me. So I think I need to run for it. You run towards the cottage, automaton's mighty footsteps shaking the ground. Behind you, the cottage door is locked. Can it be opened? The key! Do you have the key? No! The spell of warmth cannot help you now. Neither can the magic egg. You have no choice. You position yourself behind a tree and reach for your weapon. Automaton sees you and advances, raising his blood-stained claw above his head. You prepare for combat, but you have no ammunition. Ooh, nasty, whispers treguard in your ear. I'm dead. Crown. High. New Zealand. Underground. Xanadu. The stream. The key. Alright, now that we've worked out that it's Willow, let's do it. You have your wits about you, says Oakley. I will give you some help, traveller. Beware the advice of those who can be bought. If they will prove false for gold or silver, they may have been bribed by a wealthier hand than yours. Be on your way. I must sleep now. Alright, we run. And I use the key. You take the key from your satchel and ease it into the lock. You twist with all your strength until with a rusty scrape it turns. The door swings open and you rush inside, bolting it firmly behind you. Automaton hammers on the door as your eyes adjust to the light. On the table are a purse with a small amount of coins and a lantern. Which do you take? Well, the lantern, I think. You walk across the room and through a door. Beyond is another door, guarded by a ragged soldier. "Who be you?" he demands. "You needn't think you're coming through, not unless you've something for me, that is." You feel in your satchel. What can you offer him? A lantern. "You fool! You waste my time! You think a hardened soldier like me can be bought with paltry trash like that? Prepare to meet your maker!" The ragged soldier draws his rusty sword. "Ooh, nasty," treguard whispers in your ear. "Oh well, I'm dead. Again." This time I'll take the purse. Even though the tree advises against trusting them, I'll take it anyway. I'll offer him my purse. Coin. Coin. A little bit of gelt will make me eat better this night. It's not a lot, but it's better than nought. The soldier grabs the money and stuffs it into his tunic. "See these two doors here? This on my left is a safe pathway. Came that way myself. On my right, well, I've heard some nasty noises coming that way. But the choice is yours. Be off, before I change my mind and kill you anyway." Well, obviously, now, the tree said not to trust him. So, I'm going to trust the tree. And go the way that he says is bad. The door closes behind you and you find yourself climbing steep stairs. "You were right not to trust him," whispers treguard. "The guard was a villain. Methinks his advice would have proved false." The stairs climb up and up until they come to a heavy door. You pass through and it blows shut behind you. You are on a narrow ledge on the side of a mountain. There is no way down. "Only magic can save you now," says treguard. "What code will activate the egg and spell?" So either Fire Eater, Bird Call, Firebird, or Bird Song. We know what it is, so we're going to do it. "Place the magic egg on the ledge and cast the spell," advises treguard. You do as he bids, spelling out the letters W, A, R, M, T, H, warmth. There is a gentle tapping or a noise, and then the egg breaks open. It reveals a golden bird which grows quickly to the size of an eagle. "Your quest is almost done," it says. "Climb on..." Oh, it's the bird. "Your quest is almost done," it says. "Climb on my back, and I will fly you to your goal. What do you seek?" "The crown." The eagle nods its head and flaps its mighty wings. Soon it is soaring across the valley towards the shining castle on the opposing cliff. The giant bird folds its wings and swoops through an open window. Inside, Hordris the sorcerer awaits, standing in front of a richly embroidered tapestry. "Well done," he says. "You have come far. Honor is almost yours. What is your watchword?" "Ah, treguard told us this. It's wisdom." Hordris smiles and holds his gleaming wand high above his head. "Glory is yours," he says. "You have travelled far and endured much. Your journey has not been in vain." As he utters these words, the tapestry falls back, and there, in the niche in the castle wall, lies that which you have sought. You reach out to touch your prize. Hordris waves his wand once more, and with a flash you are returned to Castle Nightmare. "Well done, brave traveller," says treguard. "You have proved worthy and have claimed your trophy. You may now count yourself among the knights of Nightmare Castle." Well, that is the first of the games that we have completed. We've done the first one. Okay, I'm gonna move on. It's now Eagle Quest 2. This week we have a new Eagle Quest game to play. A new adventure will appear here on Wednesday afternoon, 29th of December. Bamboozle will return in January. Press red to enter the mysterious world of Castle Nightmare. To the Ice Palace of Asandra. A nightmare quest for Christmas. Oh, okay. Christmas. 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 Christmas.
Save.
Christmas. It's time for Christmas. I've been told to eat. And I've saved. I've saved because there is no such thing. In this game, there is no saving. Anyway, I'm gonna eat now. What have I got here? A burger. Delicious burger. Anyway, it's now Christmas in Nightmare. Well, yes, Panda's got it right. Just in case just in case it's Pissmas. Then I can use the Pissmas hat. Right. This is an adventure game using the fast text color buttons on certain televisions. Once you begin your adventure, you will undertake a fantastic journey. Mistakes may force you to retrace your steps. Only perseverance, wit, and courage will take you to the end of the Nightmare Trail. You stand before Nightmare Castle. With you is treguard, master of the quest. Welcome, adventurer. Your quest will take you to the great northern ice field, a frozen realm inhabited by ferocious polar bears. You travel to rescue a captive maiden. I will aid you when I can. You will hear my voice at time of need. Hold to the adventurer's code. Answer truthfully, choose wisely, and use force only in the direst need. And remember, cheats never prosper. Treguard indicates the northern trail. Pulling your cloak tightly about you, you stride into the freezing wind. Ahead you see a tall figure. It is Hordris the Confuser, magician extraordinary. Impreciations! Is this the best Treguard could find? One doubts if you are wise enough for such a quest. One will test you. Tell me, puny adventurer, those who dwell in this land are known to outsiders. Oh dear. How are they more properly called? Good, thank you for putting it that way. That is the correct... Yes, this is what they're called. So, Bunwit, Titbit, Inuit, and Chuzzlewit. I highly doubt they're the Chuzzlewit. Ah, says Hordris, an enlightened adventurer. Remarkable. Oh my god, look at his eyes! Holy shit! Ah! Honestly, very good graphics for the teletext. That's very well done. Listen then, one's foolish daughter Sidris has been captured by Asandra the Ice Sorceress. Her palace lies far to the north. She awaits my rescue mission and has set magic traps for me. She will not expect you. There is a slight chance you might get through. One gifts you with a spell, Heat. You may use it only once. Good fortune. You set out across the ice sheet along the path Hordris indicates. Soon he is lost behind, and you can see nothing but the ice and snow in every direction. The chill enters your bones and you shiver in every limb. Then you look ahead and see a small white dome, an igloo. Do you go in or keep moving? Let's go in. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Inside the igloo it is slightly warmer. You find a collection of objects left behind by the owner. A sack. Opening it, you find to be full of greasy, smelly lumps of something unpleasant. A pair of snowshoes and a white fur coat. What do I take? My instinct says the snowshoes. For easier travel. So we'll do it. Strapping the huge snowshoes onto your feet, step out into the snow again. Heading ever northwards, you come to a divide in the path. You may travel down a valley or along a high rocky ledge. Do you take the high road or the low road? In this case, I think I'll take the low road, because snow. Snowshoes not so good with rocky. The valley path is filled with snowdrifts, and as you push forward, you find the snow spilling over your snowshoes. Once or twice you feel the ice below shifting as you step onto solid-looking surfaces, but moving carefully with your snowshoes, you manage to make your way to the easier path beyond the valley. Wow, that was fast, Peg. Damn. Damn. I'll want those assets later. In this Arctic wasteland, you cannot survive long without food. Sheltering in a frozen ice cave, you come across a ragged hermit. I have food, but share it only with the wise, he says. You may eat of my bread, but only if you can answer me this. The North people believe in a hammer god. Which day is his? All Fools, Halloween, Midwinter, or Thursday? I want to see him kill me, so I'm going to say a wrong answer. I'm going to say it's Halloween. You wander through the snow as it falls ever harder and harder. All paths vanish in the white torrent that swirls about you. You tire rapidly as the warmth drains from your body. After long, confused wandering, you feel yourself losing consciousness and falling into the deep, soft snow. You have been found wanting! This time, your quest may not succeed. But take courage. You have journeyed far and attempted that of which many only dream. Next time you set foot beyond the walls of Castle Nightmare, who knows whence your path may lead? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Now this is a flag. Look at this. It's beautiful. Hell, it's nearly the trans flag. Just need the white bar in the middle. Unfortunately, it's below here. Right. Well, let's get back to it, I guess. Oh, it takes us back here. Okay. You know what? Take the shoes. Take the low road. It's Thursday. You are temporarily refreshed, but the icy wind blows ever harder from the north. Your fingers and toes go numb and your vision blurs. The icy cold extends its reach into your very lungs. It seems you can go no further. Well, I think this might be the time to cast heat. The spell conjures a glowing ball of red light. You step through it and an invigorating rush of warmth floods your limbs and seems to cause the blizzard to falter for a moment. Ahead of you is suddenly revealed the Ice Palace of the Sorceress. Its walls, carved from ice, tower hundreds of feet into the air. Within lie the captive and the enemy. You make for the entrance.
Nice car. Perfect.
Oh, we're about to be in Ad Hell. Seriously though, you were right on grabbing that asset like so fast. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna make room for this. Absolutely, definitely. It's a good emo. It's real good. It gets a point across very, very well. I mean, it's, yes, it serves a similar function to this, but honestly, I don't mind having both. I'll need to find one of the others to swap out for the meantime. I'll find which is like least used and then make my own judgment based on that information. So we're in Ad Hell for a bit. So yeah, now I know that this is probably one of the most niche things I've ever done on this channel. Like, seriously. I got help from Aguma to find a documentary to put at the start of this stream, just so I could give people the context of what teletext was before I did the teletext game. And even when I'm doing the teletext game, you have to have you have to know what nightmare is for me to for you to, you know, fully know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is a new most. I think we've got a new crowned weirdest shit I've played on this channel with this one. Oof. That is not what I said, subtitles. Alright, we're nearly out of ad hell. Nearly out of ad hell. We're good. We're good. We're good. Right, I'm going to assume we're out of it now. Right, we're going to continue. We're making for the entrance to the ice castle palace thing with the sorceress. Inside the palace, the great hall of ice stretches out before you. At the far end, Isandra stands on a high platform glittering beneath a glittering ice chandelier. Beside her, frozen in a block of ice, is Sidris. "So," cries Isandra, "that old fool Hordris thinks you can outwit me by sending a young fool in his place. Absurd!" She raises her hand above her head as she is casting a spell. Do I cast my spell? Run away? Or attack? Well, I don't have a spell anymore. I've used it. So it's running away or attacking, and I don't have any spells. My hand is empty. No counter spells here. Okay, well, I have no weapons, so let's run. But before you can manage a single step, a bolt of mystic energy flies from Isandra's fingertips and strikes you full upon the chest. You feel a strange tingling spread through your body. You look down at yourself. You seem to be wearing an ill-fitting dinner jacket and baggy trousers. Then you notice that your nose seems to have gotten longer and your arms shorter and the floor closer. Yes, you have been turned into a penguin. Oh dear, says treguard. I hope you like fish dinners. Well, I do. I'm, dead, apparently. Right, I'm gonna see if I can keep my spell. So we're gonna go for the... Let's go for the coat. Wrapping the coat around you and feeling warm and snug, you step out into the snow again. Heading ever northwards, you come to a divide in the path. You may travel down the valley or along the high rocky ledge. I think this time I'm going to go high. You climb up above the snowy valley across bare rock, jutting through the ice. At the top of the rise, you pause to look down and turn at a snarling sound behind you. A large polar bear is growling and forcing you back towards the edge of the ledge. Very tactless to go around wearing one of its relatives, whispers treguard as you fall from the rock face. Oh dear. Ah! Alright, so we're back here. Okay. It took us back there. Going in. Let's still take the coat and see what the low road gives us. Dead. The valley path is filled with snowdrifts, and as you push forward, you find the snow reaches your knees. The fur coat is weighed down by heavy ice. You step boldly forward onto a slab of ice. It gives way beneath you, and frozen snow closes over your head. Oh dear, says treguard. Frosted adventurer, and not a microwave in sight. Well, I'm dead. Let's just keep going. Let's get an item. For no reason, I'm going to take a sack and go up high. Oh, well, that leads to my death. Oh, no, it doesn't kill me. The large polar bear is growling towards you, leaps towards you, and rips the sack from your back. As you hurry away, treguard whispers, "You may not like the smell, but some regard 2-week-old whale blubber as quite a delicacy." Summoning your last reserves, you push forward, and suddenly the blizzard falters. Ahead of you, miraculously, revealed the ice palace of the sorceress. Its crystal walls carved from ice tower hundreds of feet into the air. Naturally, within lies the captive and the enemy. A desperate final effort propels you to the entrance. Okay, now we have our spell. When we get back here, we have a spell to counter their spell. I will cast heat. Invoking the spell conjures a ball of red light to form in your right hand. It pulses with warmth as you look up and try to identify a target upon which to use it. Do you aim for the sorceress, the frozen captive, or the ice chandelier? Oh, it's the chandelier, I think. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do. That's what I think. Your heat spell flies off above the sorceress's head, but misses the chandelier. It strikes the ceiling, and for a moment there is silence. Then the great sheets of ice above your head shiver and crack. You hurry for the door, but before you can reach safety, crash! Well, says treguard, that certainly brought the house down. Dead. Alright, the chandelier was deaf. The chandelier was deaf. Also, I'm going to get this wrong now. Aldrich shakes his head sadly. One's worst fears are confirmed. One must go and find another to undertake this task. Farewell, ignorant adventurer. And I'd straight up die. Straight up die. Right, let's do things a bit differently. I'm going to take the snowshoes. I'm going to take the low road. I'm going to get food. And then I'm going to press on. And I'm at the castle. Okay, so there's more than one way to get here. Good, good. I cast my own spell. Let's use it on the frozen captive. The sorceress blinks with surprise as the ball of heat flashes past her. She turns with alarm as the block the ice containing Sidrus shatters, exploding under pressure from within. The heat ball turns upon Asandra, and she abandons her attack on you to raise a hasty defense. For a few moments, you watch anxiously as the fight rages at the far end of the hall. But then the floor there melts, and with a hideous curse, Asandra sinks from view. Sidrus conjures the ice to reform and runs towards you. At last, one of my spells has worked! Now we must hurry from here. I doubt my magic will hold her long. Spell casting! H-O-M-E. In the merest instant, you are returned to Castle Nightmare. Hordris is reunited with his daughter. Foolish one to risk the perils of the Ice Palace, he chides her. Well done, brave traveller, says treguard. You have proven worthy and have achieved your quest. You may now count yourselves among the Knights of Nightmare Castle. Oh, and this one does, in fact, return us to the beginning, should we wish. The other one didn't. Alright, we have completed the second of our Nightmare games. You can head to a third. It's probably not Christmas anymore, so I'll take off this hat. Eagle Quest again, a nightmare adventure. This week we have a new Eagle Quest game to play. Bamboozle will return next Wednesday. Press red to enter the mysterious world of Castle Nightmare. Journey through the Lairsdale. A nightmare quest for New Year. This is an adventure game using the fast text color buttons on certain televisions. Once you begin your adventure, you will undertake a fantastic journey. Mistakes may force you to retrace your steps. Only perseverance, wit, and courage will take you to the end of the nightmare trail. You stand in the shadow of Nightmare Castle. With you is treguard, master of the quest. Welcome, adventurer. This quest will take you through the wolf-ridden forest of Lairsdale. I will aid you when I can. You will hear me at the times of need. Hold on to the adventurer's code. Answer truthfully. Choose wisely. Use force only when in the direst need. And remember, cheats never prosper. He points you down a path leading into a dark woodland. Yep, time to eat, I guess. Time to eat again. Thanks, Frank, for redeeming that. I've still got this burger. I'll eat a bit more of the burger. Lovely. You follow the trail. Soon trees are all around, and the grey winter skies are hidden by their branches. You shiver in the cold, and then once more as a distant howl signals the presence of wolves. Pressing on, you come to a clearing. A tall figure looms up from the undergrowth. Looking more closely, you see the dim outline of a trader from the east. He is carrying a... Oh my god! Yeah, I won't be doing that. Ah, so sorry. Do not mean to frighten. Accept apologies of our wok. Humble merchant. You won by treguard. Ah, so. Am anxious to find suitable person for mission. However, must be small. Crave adventurer. Mission most dangerous. Please, can you tell me the name of ancient dynasty that ruled the ancestral homeland? Ping, Ming, Bing, Ping, Ming, and Bong. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna get out of here. Ah, just so. You are light for job. In this sack are vital seasonal supplies for village of Wolfenden that lies deep in the forest of Lairsdale. I have promised delivery so villagers may survive winter. But forest is dark and full of wolves. I only puny merchant. It is up to you to save honor of House of Arwok. May fortune smile on you. He leaves, and picking up the sack, you follow the path deeper into the forest. Well, that happened. Woo! Yeah, wasn't expecting any racism today, but wow. Like, at least with the Inuit thing, they're like, this is what stupid people call them. Inuit is correct. This, however, the path winds down a slope, and soon you come out of the trees and find yourself on the banks of a river. The waters flow high and fast with winter rains, and the only means of crossing here, an old stone bridge, has been washed away. Right. We try to cross anyway, or we go upstream or go downstream. You know what? I'm going to leave this to the chat. What should we do? What should we do? Because I already forgot everything that racist caricature said. So I don't know if any of that was helpful. So chat, where are we going? Downstream it is. Wandering downstream, you come to a second stone bridge. As you try to cross, a tall, imposing figure appears and blocks your path with a quarterstaff. Hold! I am Gate Master, guardian of the way. None may cross without the password. When you tell him you know of no password, he says, "It may be found by one with wits, for it is the true name of the great Khan of the Mongols, Genghis." So it's George, Sun Tzu, Temujin, or Ming Merciless. Well, it's not Ming the Merciless, it's not me, it's not Sun Tzu. I'm not gonna say it's Emperor Ming. Oh, I'm gonna say it's Emperor Ming. Wrong! Turn back! There is no passage this way for you! Gatemaster blocks the bridge with his awesome bulk. Disconsolate, you turn back upstream and pass the broken bridge, this time following the other. You wander upstream and soon find yourself in an open meadow by the river. Here you find a bold knight in armor trying to capture his horse. Here, Roderick! Oh, dash it all! Here, Nigel! Oh, bother and dash the creature! Here, Cholmondeley! He looks brave, dashing, and totally gormless. Yes, it is the brave Sir Hugh de Witless. Perhaps he can help you across. Greetings, young traveller. What? Give you a lift across the stream? Love to, old thing, but the problem is, took a bit of a bump on the noggin when I fell off me horse just now. Can't seem to remember his name. Can you help me? Is it Dobbin, Red Rum, Neddy, or incitatus. I have no way of knowing that. I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to guess. Well, Dobbin's more of a donkey name. Neddy is also kind of a donkey name. Red Rum was a famous-ish racehorse. So I'm gonna pick that. Well, I don't know, said Sir Hugh. Don't ring any bells. I'll give it a try. He chases after the horse, bellowing the name loudly. As he does, a nearby rock stands up. It is a troll. A very annoyed troll. Who's making all that noise? It's you, innit, pesky little adventurer? Where's me club? I'm just feeling peckish. You try to run, but... blang! Oh dear. Oh dear. Mutters treguard. Alright, we're dead. Let's try again. Get past the racist caricature. Just skip over that. Let's go downstream first and see what we can do with the horse. Oh! Oh no, sorry, downstream was where we went the first time. Well, let's get it wrong again. Let's say it's George, i.e. me. And let's say it's incitatus. Oh, that's death. Let's try to cross. Bravely you stride out into the fast-flowing waters. Brr, they're very cold. Soon you can no longer feel your feet. And when you step down there where the river should be, your feet touch nothingness. You fall forward into the icy waters, the weight of the sack dragging you down. Says treguard. Ooh, what a pity. Now the question is, if I didn't have the sack, would I make it across? So let's say it's Bong. Most foolish adventurer, most uncivilized. I know no trust delicate mission to ignoramus. Excuse, please. And with that, he takes his sack and leaves. You have no quest. There is nothing left for you to do but turn round and retrace your steps back to the castle, reporting your failure to treguard. Oh, I just fail if I get that wrong. Okay. Upstream. Okay. The only ones we haven't tried are Dobbin and Neddy. Let's try Neddy. Oh! You know, that rings a bell. Here, I say. Here, Neddy. Just a few moments later, you are mounted behind the brave and totally dim knight as his mighty mount fords the river with the greatest of ease. You are riding through the forest, listening to Sir Hugh singing his family fighting song. A witless man am I, brave and bold and thick. When suddenly the sound of a hunting horn rings through the trees. What ho! Cries Sir Hugh. A rescue! A rescue! Hi-ho, Neddy! Away! With that, his mighty mount leaps forward to the fray and tips you down onto the path. You continue through the Lairsdale, passing a crumbling sign marked Wolfenden 1 league. But as you press on, you hear again the howling of wolves. There seems to be more of them than last time, and closer too. You start to walk faster. You want to get out of this forest as soon as possible. You stumble, sends you flying off the path. Your head strikes a tree trunk with a resounding thunk. You are lying there, dazed, when a bunch of the tree reaches down and scoops you up, just like a tentacle. Oh boy, are we about to get Evil Dead 1? It pulls you up to the trunk and holds you there while a giant face opens its eyes and stares at you from deep within the tree. What be this? Who be you, all clumsy-footed, waking Oakley from his winter sleep? What? Adventurer, is it? On a quest? All fine and good, but can't have clumsy fools in the forest. Prove you're no fool. Answer Oakley's riddle. Tell Oakley what it is that wears berry red as any blood. Well, that would be. Well and good, you know your trees. Here, says Oakley as he puts you safely down. I send a son to care for you. Take my magic acorn. Plant it when all seems lost. Good fortune, adventurer, and watch where you put your feet. And with that, it closes its eyes and goes back to its winter sleep. Back on the seemingly endless trail, you feel yourself grow faint with hunger. A quick movement catches your eye. It is the slim form of Velda, the huntress. Weary traveler, you need food. I have meat, she says, but only for the wise. According to legend, the once and future king was born of a fiery father. Who was the ancestor? Smirkenorf, Big Worm, Uther, or Braudorf? Braudorf was from the first quest. Look, it's Uther. I know it's Uther. But I'm going to say it's Big Worm. I'm dead. I'm just straight up dead. She just killed me. She just killed me for saying that Arthur's dad was Big Worm. I was just killed immediately. Okay. Alright. Right, let's go downstream and see if we get that answer right and see if that line provides anything for us. It's Temujin. That is the password. Cross freely, friend. The huge figure steps back and you step onto the bridge. As you pass over the fast-flowing river, you see ahead the dark shadows of the Lairsdale and hear in the distance the howling of wolves once again. Yep, I'm at the marker. Okay. Yep, there's the tree. There's Holly. And yeah, it's not Big Worm. It's Uther. Whoa! What the fuck? Velda divides her meat. That must hurt. Refreshed by your meal, you hurry along the path. Soon it will be dark. A howl splits the air. You turn and see the wolf pack emerge from the trees. You flee and emerge in a clearing wherein lie the remains of someone's meal. A knife, a pack of ham sandwiches, and a bag of black powder. Another howl. They are right behind you. Defend yourself, says treguard. Quick, what do you use? Sandwiches! I will give them food. No. That didn't work. You pick up the ham sandwiches and throw them to the wolves, but they are very hungry. So first of all, they eat you. Then they eat the sandwiches for afters. Yeah, dead. Dead. I'm dead. Right, the quickest route is through the Gate Guardian, so we'll go that way. Right. We've got the choice. We've got a knife, a bag of black powder, or an acorn. I don't think I have a way to use the black powder, so is either a knife or an acorn. But treguard does say use force only as a very, very last resort. So let's try the acorn. You throw down Oakley's acorn in their path. The instant it strikes the soil, it sprouts roots, and within seconds a huge oak tree appears. The wolves blunder headlong into it. That won't hold them for long, says treguard. Hurry on your way, adventurer. You hurry along the path and come to the wall of a town. This must be your destination, but the gates are closed and no one replies to your pounding. Snarl. You turn and see the entire pack of wolves, enraged by the trick you played on them, racing towards you. Do something, adventurer, and do it quick. Alright, so I really needed to not use the acorn there, because I need it here. I guess I'm dead. The wolves come, and they eat you, without even using ketchup. Well, I'm dead. Let's be less dead. Let's undead ourselves. Let's try the powder. Snatching up the bag, you throw it with all your might into the faces of the leading wolves. Startled, they halt and then start to sneeze and cough. The wolves at the back run into them, and all is chaos and confusion. Pepper! A brilliant stroke. But that won't hold them for long. Hurry on, adventurer. Now I use the acorn. You throw down the acorn at the foot of the wall. As soon as it touches the earth, it sprouts roots, and within seconds it is a full-grown oak tree. You scramble up it and over the walls, only seconds before the enraged wolves would have eaten you. Within the walls, the people of the town cluster round, shaking your hand and slapping you on the back, delighted to see you, and even more delighted to see their Christmas supplies. You are congratulated by all and sundry, and then someone taps you on the shoulder. It is treguard, and somehow you are back where you started, at Nightmare Castle. Well done, brave traveller, says treguard. You have proven worthy and have achieved your quest. You may now count yourself among the knights of Nightmare Castle. Yeah, we did it! We did the third one! We succeeded! We did it! We did the third quest. And now we've only got one more. Also, I think we pretty fully explored the options in that one. I like how as they've gone on, they've made like the routes are like there's not like one way to get to somewhere. Now it is incredibly mean, like Nightmare is. Like items have a very specific use for when you use them. If you use the wrong one, you're going to die. But the journey could take can go multiple ways. And the type of item you pick just opens up options rather than is the thing. The first quest was just fairly linear like that, but the other two have been better about that, which is damn impressive for teletext. Anyway, we're on to the final quest. Swamp Quest, a nightmare adventure. This is an adventure game using the fast text color buttons on certain televisions. Once you begin your adventure, you will undertake a fantastic journey. Mistakes may force you to retrace your steps. Only perseverance, wit, and courage will take you to the end of the nightmare trail. Bamboozle returns on Tuesday. Yeah, so we could go to chess, bridge, grooves, or swamp quest, which is the only thing we can actually do. Win a mega CD and more. Ooh. You stand before Nightmare Castle. With you is treguard, lord of the castle and keeper of the quest. Welcome, traveller. This quest will take you into the swamps below Nightmare Castle, where hideous slime devils dwell. Avoid them at all costs. I will aid you when I can. You will hear my voice at time of need. Hold to the adventurer's code. Answer truthfully, choose wisely, and use violence only in direst need. And remember, cheats never prosper. treguard points you down the path. You descend along it into the swamps. You find yourself in a desolate place where the sun is hidden by mists even at midday, and the sad cries of the marsh birds ring eerily overhead. You peer about, trying to find a safe path, when suddenly a huge form looms up ahead of you. Its gross and bloated shape lumbers towards you. Can it be a slime devil? Right, do we attack whatever the thing is, which could be anything? Also, we have no weapons. Do we wait to see what it is? Or do we run, not knowing what it is, but like, oh no. You know what, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay here. What a relief. As it approaches, you see that it is only the monk, Brother Mace. Greetings, off for a quest. Excellent. I have a task for you, a holy relic to be retrieved. But are you experienced enough? Quests are dangerous, especially in swamps, and you look both untrained and undurfed to me. Let me test your knowledge. What do they call the swamps that are found in far Louisiana? Cashew, Frou-Frou, Bayou, or Choo-Choo? I know what the answer is, but I'm going to say Choo-Choo. Brother Mace shakes his head gloomily. No, you are clearly not the right person for this job. A pity. You'll just have to find your own way out of here. I'm off to find a more experienced adventurer. And with that, he leaves you. Soon you are totally lost in the swamps. You can find neither the path forward nor the way you came. You are standing there scratching your head when suddenly you feel something wrap itself around your ankles. Looking down, you see there are tentacles encircling them. You are pulled off your feet and dragged towards the deepest part of the swamp. Eaten by slime devils, says treguard mournfully. Poor chap. You have been found wanting. This time your quest may not succeed, but take courage. You have journeyed far and attempted that which many only dream. Next time you set foot beyond the walls of Castle Nightmare, who knows where your path may lead. Alright. Let's run away! That kills us immediately. Kill them! Wildly, you swing at the strange creature, and you lose your balance and fall backward. Off the path and into the swamp. You struggle to regain your feet, but the ground beneath you is giving way. You are going down. Oh dear, says treguard as it closes over your head. Quicksand. Nasty. Right, we wait for the guy. It's the bayou. Brother Mace is pleased with your answer. You're just the person for the task of finding the holy mace of Sir Cuthbert the quadruped. It lies in the hidden chapel somewhere in this swamp. Here is the key to the chapel. Keep it safe. There are greedy fellows who would like nothing better than to steal the mace. That way lies your path. And then off he goes to find himself a drink. Or three. Wandering along the path, you come to a junction. Nailed to a tree is a signpost. On the arm, pointing to the left, is written, "To certain doom." On the arm pointing to the right reads, "To absolute despair." Oh dear, says treguard. The swamp is full of practical jokers. Which way do you choose, traveller? I like certain doom. You walk down the path and come to a chasm crossed by 2 rope bridges. Looking over the edge, you see a wild river pounding on jagged rocks. The bridges are both very old, made with rope that is green with mold and wood that looks half rotten. There is a sign. Take the sinister path. A simple choice, mutters treguard. An easy one, too, if you know the original meaning. Which is it to be? Okay. I believe that's left. Swinging and swaying in the wind, you cross by means of the aging rope bridge. The view is magnificent, but you soon feel dizzy and very glad to have solid ground beneath your feet once you reach the far side. You have come to a stone table on which are a fine broadsword, sharp and deadly, a pack of sandwiches, ham and egg and cress wrapped in some paper, a bag containing some gold coins, an old-fashioned sailor's telescope. You may choose only one, warns treguard. Which is it to be? I can imagine the sword is not helpful. Because generally, weaponry is not useful in Nightmare. So, let's take, maybe the money, but I'm going to take the sandwiches. It didn't work out for the wolves, but it might work out here. Pocketing the sandwiches, you move and... Oh no, I'm eating again! I'm being made to eat. Very well. Got this. Delicious. Right. Pocketing the sandwiches, you move on to the far side of a bridge. Atop a hill on the far side is an ancient church. Standing guard is Fatilla the Hun, a greedy, disgusting, dangerous slob with a large club. Oi, you! Hop it, you pesky adventurer! I'll blind you so hard you won't know what day it is! Unless, he adds, you know what would make it worth my while not to. Here, have sandwiches. What you got then? Core butties! An egg and cress too, my favourite. Give 'em here. Fatilla grabs the sandwiches out of your hands and proceeds to guzzle them. Not a pretty sight. Swiftly you hurry across the bridge while he is busy eating them. Alright, bye. Gave a guy some sandwiches and got through. It did work out this time, having the sandwiches. Once across the bridge, you stride up the hill towards the ancient church. This must be the place you seek. Covered with ivy and surrounded by tall trees, it seems almost a part of the swamp. You come to an ancient door carved from oak. You insert the key and it turns easily. The door swings open at your touch and a voice quavers. Enter, friend, and be welcome to the hidden chapel of St. Cuthbert the quadruped. Within the chapel you meet an ancient crone who says, St. Cuthbert is the patron saint of the wild, and only a worthy quester will find his holy mace. One of these 4 paintings depicts St. Cuthbert. Behind it the mace is hidden. Behind the others is doom. Choose well. The pictures show a man wearing a brown monk's robe, a centaur carrying a lyre, a giant eagle, and a kangaroo. Well, it's the centaur because they're a quadruped. But again, I want to die. So let's say it's the man. You step towards the portrait you think depicts St. Cuthbert. It flies upward to reveal a mass of teeth, tentacles, and muscles. At the last test, you have failed, and are now a long-awaited lunch for a very happy slime devil. Oh dear, you hear treguard mutter, and you were doing so well. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to just get... Oh, let's check the despair route. We haven't been there. You wander down the path and soon find yourself in a dark, unpleasant wood. There is a strange scent in the air. Dark shapes seem to hang from the trees. Suddenly you hear the sound of heavy, thudding footsteps behind you. I don't want to alarm you, says treguard, but I fear a slime devil has got your scent. You had better act, and quickly. Let's climb the tree. Oh dear. Quickly you look around and spot a magnificent hiding place, a limb of a huge swamp tree. You clamber up the side of it, and soon you are looking down on the poor slime devil as it gnashes its fangs and roars at you. Creak! You feel the branch begin to give way beneath your weight. You start to fall towards the waiting slime devil. Oh dear. Not very strong, swamp trees, says treguard sadly. Alright. That was the wrong thing to do. We're still trying it. Let's hide. Oh, well, that's death. Hurriedly you look for somewhere to hide. You dash off the path and under a tree. It is dark and cool. Surely the creature will never find you here. Did you know, says a happy voice right by your ear, that we slime devils like to hang upside down from the branches of swamp trees by our tentacles? Well, we do. Oh dear, says treguard. Ah, well, we're dead. Run, I guess, because fighting will lead to our death. You dash off down the path, racing away from the sinister forest. Soon, your legs aching and your lungs bursting, you come to a stop and look backwards. There is no sign of the slime devil. Well done, says treguard. That's the thing to remember with slime devils. They're big and ferocious and very, very hungry. But they're also slower than a sick tortoise. And we've made it here. Let's get sandwiches. Let's get ourselves in. We've bribed the guard with the sandwich. You walk up to the portrait of the centaur, and it flies upwards. Behind it, resting on a purple cushion, is the great war mace used by St. Cuthbert, gleaming with gold and jewels. Well done. You turn and see that the crone has removed a mask and rags to reveal treguard. You have proved yourself worthy and wise. Here, take hold of my hand. With a flash, you are once more outside Castle Nightmare. Well done, brave traveller, says treguard. You have proven worthy and have achieved your quest. You may now count yourself among the knights of Nightmare Castle. Woo! Whoa, we did it! We won! We won the game! We won the game, everyone. Now I'm gonna just see what not giving the guard stuff does. Oh, and going on the wrong bridge. Start to cross, carefully testing each plank as you go. Unfortunately, when you're exactly halfway across the wooden stakes that are supporting the rope bridge on the far side give way. You try desperately to hold on, but your hands can find no purchase. As you fall towards the rocks below, you can't help but wondering if this is more or less unpleasant than being eaten by a slime devil. Right, let's now actually do that correct. Take the sword. Oh, I've got more options. I've got more options here because of the thing I took. Kill him. You take up your stance, ready to fight Fatilla to the death. You bring his trusty sword up to parry his club, and it snaps in two at his blow, leaving you with just the hilt. Tut tut, says Treguard. Never trust to swords picked up by the wayside. You never know where they've come from. Blanche! Fatilla's club comes down on your head and everything goes dark. Yeah, okay, let's see what the other items do when we pick them up. We've got money. Here's the money. Core loot. How much? You show Fatilla the purse and he agrees to let you pass for it. However, once the cash is in his hands, he picks up his club and says, "See, your mistake was not realizing that once I've got the money, there's no reason for me to let you across. Notoriously untrustworthy ass hands. Just hold still a minute. Blanche!" Fatilla's club goes down on your skull and all goes black. Alright, got one more thing to try. Oh yeah, I didn't fight it. Of course I die. You turn around and bravely take your stand against a moving mountain of muscles and tentacles and teeth. Boldly you defend your honor and the honor of all adventurers everywhere. Armed only with a key. Was this really wise? Treguard asks. Still, at least it was all over quickly. Right. Despair, run. Spyglass. Oh, this is different. Oh, we've got something else happening here. You pick up the spyglass and look ahead with it. You can see in the distance a bridge and beyond that a small church. Is that the hidden chapel? There is a guard at the bridge. He is very fat and wears pigtails and a moustache. Treguard recognizes him. Ah, Fatilla the Hun. Now, which of these items would be best for dealing with the greedy barbarian? Choose again. Now I take the sandwiches, and now I offer him food, and then we get through. And then we get the mace, and then we win. That was a neat little find. Oh, how nice. Well, that's all of them. That's all of them. That's every game. We've done them all. Right. Yeah, I expected this one would be short today. I expected it wouldn't be a big. I expected it wouldn't be a big stream. But, you know, I wanted to do this the moment I realized I could. Once I knew this was a thing that was possible to do, I wanted to do it right away. And I did. And here we are. So that's nice, everyone. Now the real question is, where do we go? We're gonna get ourselves into a nice little thing. Oh, also, yeah, as a note, I'm in desperate need of help financially at the moment. There's my Ko-fi goal down there at the bottom. Oh boy, I'm in. Got some issues. There's a link for anyone who wants to throw some quid my way. Anything helps. All adds up in the end. Right, we're gonna get ourselves out. I hope I actually set up the exit screen correct today. I can check that. Oh, I did. All right. Let's see what's going on. It looks like Pank's starting up shortly. But they're not here just yet. But we could also go to Madam Universe is doing Metal Gear Solid, being joined by Iggy Maid, which might be fun because I think Iggy knows about what I was doing. They've been going for about 3 hours, so I don't know how long they're still going to be going. We got Phoebe's doing Tales of the World Radiant Mythology, no idea what that is. Fluffy Dino's doing Dynasty Warriors 8. How long have they been going for? Oh, we got some fishing. Oh shit, we're about to go into Ad Hell right as I'm leaving! Oh, Fluffy's only been going for an hour. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Yeah, no, okay. Alright. I almost never get to do this. Let's do it. Alright, well, those of you who can still hear me, tomorrow is more Dark Tide with the Chaos Squad. All my characters are level 30 now, but now it's just making them as good as I can get them. Thursday, more Vampire on CA's channel. And then Friday, more Wolfenstein the Old Blood for Nazi killing and such. And Saturday on Pank's channel for Star Wars RPG. Alright. See you soon.